Hey guitar friends, welcome to All About Guitar Academy. Welcome back to how to play rock guitar. This is going to be lesson 3. We're going to focus on how to play lead guitar. I've got a little hack for you. I think you're going to like it if you're just starting out. So grab your guitar, let's get ready to rock. Hey, welcome back to All About Guitar Academy. I'm going to share my settings with you. I'm playing through my Blackstar practice amp. I highly recommend this little amp if you just have a small space, you're wanting to get some practice done. You can get it through Sweetwater, and I am a Sweetwater affiliate, so it does help me keep the channel going if you buy one from one of my paid Sweetwater links. So anyway, here's what the settings look like on my Blackstar. I've got my volume at 7 on my Fender Stratocaster and my tone knobs are at 10. And I'm playing with my toggle switch all the way down towards the floor. So it sounds like this. Pretty clean sound, but still has some rock tone to it. Any questions you have, throw them in the comments. I try to answer them within 24 hours. Let's jump right into the lesson. Okay, now the previous 2 lessons that we had, we focused on power chords, we focused on palm muting, we also focused on alternate picking, and we also learned the notes on the guitar on string 6 and string 5. We just stuck to the basic notes, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, for example, on string 6. I'm not going to get into all of the other notes of the chromatic scale. They're just sharps and flats, and we'll have that in another video. But just to make sure that you're caught up, if you haven't seen those videos yet, I'm going to put up here, click on that, and that'll take you back to the first lesson, because you're going to need to know that. Okay, so let's jump in. This is a little hack I learned a long time ago on how to play lead guitar. It just takes some practice, and I think you're going to get a lot out of this if you've never seen this before. Basically, let's go to one of our power chords. Let's go to the A5, and that's what it sounds like. So let's say you're playing a song, you're playing jamming with your band, and you're in A. We might be doing a blues riff. Who knows, but you're in A. Okay, now it's time to cut into a lead. What do? Okay, well, here's a little hack for you. All you got to do is find your A root note. And if you remember in our other previous lesson, we've got open E, our 6th string, then we've got F on the 1st fret, G on the 3rd fret, and then A is right here on the 5th fret. So all we got to do, if we're in A, we go to that A root note, and we can start our lead right there. We're going to do this really easy pattern from that note over to the next string. So whenever you find that root note, go down towards the floor to the next string down on string number 5, and we're going to play a pattern here. We're going to play this dot, this dot, this dot. So it's like this. Okay, so we're just going to start with those first 3 strings. String 6, string 5, and string 4. Okay, now if we want to add another string in there, we can go down here to string 3 and do the same pattern, the same shape. So I'll start again. String 6, string 5, string 4, string 3. All right, and we're in the key of A. So if you can find your way to that root note and then go to the next string down, you can play that lead shape and mess around with it. You can go backwards or forwards, and you can also do some string bending if you want. See what I mean? The possibilities are really endless. You can use your own creativity there to come up with some leads. So let's go back to that A5. See what I mean? It's that much fun. Okay, now let's say we're going from that A5 to a D5. Where do we find our first note to play our lead? Well, it can be any of these notes in this pattern, but we got to find our root note. Let's find it on string number 6. You know we've got on string number 6, E and then F, G, A, B, C is a half step. Remember that. B to C is a half step, just like E to F. So now we're going to go to D right here. It's a whole step up from that C, and we're on fret number 10. Okay, and that root note sounds like this. Here's the D5. Here's the root note. So we know we're in the right key there. So we can start here, move down to the next string towards the floor, string number 5, string number 4, string number 3, and we can use any combination of those strings to create our own lead. So for example, see what I mean? We're just staying in that little box there where the root note begins. So that's how we would do that with D5. You get the picture? All right, we're starting to have fun now, right? Okay, let's say the next chord in the song is G or G5. And we already know that if we're going to be playing G5, that our root note is right here on this G note, which is on fret number 3 of string 6. So again, we use that little hack. All right, and you can play around inside of that little box there. You don't have to worry about being out of key or out of tune with the song, as long as you're playing along with that G or the G5. All right, so have fun with this, okay? We're just using A5, D5, and G5 for now. It works with all the other chords. Okay, so can we use what we've learned in the previous lessons about alternate picking, palm muting, downstrumming? Absolutely. So the leads I was mostly playing there were downstrumming and alternate picking. But you can palm mute your leads as well. So let's go back to our A5. We're going to find our A root note here. And then we're going to do the pattern like this. But I'm going to palm mute it. And all I'm doing here is I'm doing some string bends. I'm bending the string up towards me. You can also bend it down towards the floor and get the same effect. See what I mean? And just experiment with the different notes of that lead pattern. And I think you're going to find out that the possibilities are really endless. It depends on what the beat is, the rhythm of the song is, and which note you're hitting and how you're hitting it. So much you can do with this little hack here. Let's try that with some alternate picking. Back to our A root note. And all I'm going to do is pick down and then up, down and then up. So let's go through the notes of that pattern. Now we try it a little bit faster. Now let's do some palm muting. Okay, now we'll go down here to our D and we'll do the same thing. Palm muting. You get the picture. Now we're going to go back down here to G. All right, so that's a little lead hack that you can use to get started playing your leads. And I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Stay tuned for the next one. We're going to cover a lot more in the next lesson. Keep on rocking, and make sure that if you need some extra help, get your free Fast Track Guitar ebook right down here, allaboutguitaracademy.com. And I'll see you in the next video.